Hi, we're on the quarter 3, week 3 of our module, and our topic for this week is about parallel lines cut by a transversal. Our objective for this week is to derive relationships among angles formed by parallel lines cut by a transversal using measurement and by inductive reasoning. So to begin with, let's start with this picture. How many lines can you see in the given figure? Very good. There are 3 lines in the given figure. So what do you call 2 lines which do not intersect? Lines that do not intersect are called parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines in a plane which do not meet. That is, 2 straight lines in a plane that do not intersect at any point. So from the given figure, again, when we say parallel lines, dalawang straight lines siya which do not meet and will not meet. Ibig sabihin, hindi sila nag-intersect, hindi sila nagtagpo. So from the given figure, alin dyan yung parallel line? Yes, line AB and line CD are parallel lines. Arrow placed on 2 lines indicate that lines extends indefinitely in both direction. So kung makikita nyo, yung mga lines natin, meron silang arrows sa both ends. Meaning, nag-extend sila in both direction. At kahit mag-extend yan indefinitely, walang katapusang mag-extend yan, hindi sila magmi-meet dahil the points are equidistant. So kung ano yung layo ng point mula dun kay A papunta dito kay sa kabilang line, yun din yung layo ng mga points mula dun sa isang line papunta dun sa line. Ibig sabihin kahit mag-extend yan ng mag-extend, hindi at never silang magmi-meet kahit sa iisang point. So, yun yung parallel lines. The symbol, yung 2 vertical lines, is used to indicate parallel lines. So, sa given nga natin, we have line AB is parallel to line CD. Next, are the following lines parallel lines? No, very good. So, if lines intersect or meet at any point, they are not parallel lines. So, a slash through the parallel symbol indicates the lines are not parallel. So, in this given, we write line AB is not parallel to line CD. Next, let's discuss about transversal. So, a transversal is a line, ray, or segment that intersects 2 or more coplanar lines, rays, or segment. So, again, pag sinabi daw nating transversal, pwede siyang line, pwedeng ray, or pwedeng segment na nag-i-intersect sa dalawa or mas madami pang lines, rays, or segments din. So, let's have an example. So, dito sa given natin, sa unang picture, you can see parallel lines. Yun yung, again, parallel lines, 2 lines that will not intersect and do not intersect. So, they are equidistant. At dito sa given natin, ang parallel lines ay yung color red. Cut by a transversal. Yung transversal natin is the color blue. So, that is parallel lines cut by transversal. So, sa other example natin, picture number 2, you can see non-parallel lines. Why are they called non-parallel lines? Even though hindi mo nakita na nag-meet sila, if you will extend the lines, kaya nga meron silang arrow dun sa both ends, meaning they will extend indefinitely on both directions. So, kapag nag-extend yung lines natin, mag-meet sila at a certain point. That's why they are called non-parallel lines. and cut by a transversal. So, yung transversal, ang definition natin kanina, magkakat daw siya ng 2 or more lines. So, dumaan siya sa 2 lines, meaning transversal siya. So, transversal can cut parallel and non-parallel lines. So, parallel lines and transversal. So, again, a transversal is a line which intersects 2 or more. Doesn't necessarily mean dalawa lang. 2 or more lines in a plane. The intersected lines do not have to be parallel. Yun yung binanggit ko kanina, hindi always parallel yung dalawang lines. Pwede siyang non-parallel lines. At dito sa example ko, which do you think is the transversal? Is it line J, line K, line M, or line T? So, in this given, line T intersects line J, K, and M. Therefore, line T is a transversal of lines J, K, and M. As you can see, si line T yung nag-intersect sa tatlo. So, siya ang transversal. We cannot say that J is the transversal since sino lang ba yung nakasalubong ni J na intersect niya? Diba si line T lang? Isa lang yon. Transversal intersects 2 or more. So, si line T yung nag-intersect sa tatlong lines. Therefore, line T is the transversal. Next. If we have lines cut by transversal, we can form angles. And kapag nakaka-form tayo ng angles, meron tayong interior at meron tayong exterior. So, for interior angles, again, for interior, this is the space inside nung dalawang lines. Can be parallel lines or non-parallel. Basta siya ay inside ng lines. While the exterior, yun yung gray part, these are the spaces outside the two lines. So, sa taas, sa baba, or sa kanan, sa kaliwa, depende sa figure na given. Basta siya yung nasa outside and interior, inside. So, let's have example figure. So, again, ito pa rin yung dalawang given natin kanina. Dun sa unang picture, again, pag sinabi daw natin interior, ito yung spaces na nasa loob. Nakat man siya ng transversal, basta siya ay nasa loob ng dalawang lines, which are parallel or non-parallel line. So, dito, ang interior natin ay yung dalawang nasa loob, while yung exterior natin ay yung dalawang nasa labas. Dito naman sa non-parallel lines, as you can see, nakatayo naman siya. So, ang interior natin, again, ay nasa loob pa rin ng dalawang lines. At ang exterior natin, yung nasa labas ng dalawang lines. So, proceed with angles formed when parallel lines are cut by a transversal. So, again, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito ay parallel lines only cut by a transversal. So, again, kanina, pinakita natin or diniscuss natin yung interior and exterior. Given the figure, yung color pink ay yung interior part natin, while yung color blue ay yung exterior part natin. So, dito muna sa figure, which are the parallel lines? Para ma-identify ulit natin. Diba, si line A is parallel to line B. And which is the transversal? Transversal is a line that intersects two or more lines. So, line M is the transversal. So, going back to the figure, we can form 8 angles when parallel lines are cut by transversal. Let's start with interior angles. Sabi natin kanina, interior nasa loob ng dalawang parallel lines. So, nasa loob, what are the interior angles there? So, meron tayong angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, and angle 6. So, discussing thoroughly about interior angles, meron tayong tinatawag na same side interior angles. As you can see dun sa pangalan, interior pa rin siya. Meaning, dun ka pa rin titingin sa loob. Pero, same side na siya. Same side ng ano? Same side ng transversal. So, if it's on the right of the transversal, ano yung pair ng angle na nasa right ng transversal pero interior pa din? And another pair ng angles na nasa kaliwa ng transversal pero pair pa din siya. Pero interior pa din siya. So, ang first pair natin is angle 3 and angle 5. Look at angle 3 and angle 5. Angle 3 and angle 5 are both interior. So, check tayo dun sa interior angles. The next question is, are they lying on the same side of the transversal? As you can see, the transversal, parehas siyang nasa left side ng transversal. So, it is correct that angle 3 and angle 5 are same side interior angles. So, aside from angle 3 and angle 5, can you give another same side interior angle? So, correct. Angle 4 and angle 6 are same side interior angles then. They are both lying on the right of the transversal. And they are both interior angles. Next, if we have same side interior angles, we also have alternate interior angles. From the word alternate. So, meaning one from the left, one from the right. But, the pair of angles must be one from the other, one from line A and one from line B. Remember that we are talking about the relationship of angles formed by parallel lines cut by a transversal, not by a transversal and not by two lines only. So we are referring to the parallel lines. So meaning you have to get one from A and one from B, and they must be alternate, interior. So we're still looking inside of the parallel line kasi interior pa din tayo. But this time, we are looking from the alternate, one from the left, one from the right. So the example of alternate interior angles are angle 3 and angle 6. Let us check our answer. Angle 3 and angle 6 are interior angles. Check. Angle 3 is from line A and angle 6 is from line B. So check. Angle 3 is on the left side and angle 6 is on the right side. So check, they are alternate interior angle. Next, aside from angle 3 and angle 6, are there any other alternate interior angle? So correct, angle 4 and angle 5 is another example of pair of alternate interior angle. So do you have questions about alternate, same side, and interior angle? So next, let us proceed with, let's have the same given. Let us proceed with exterior angles. Kanina, we discussed about exterior angles. Saan sila nakalocate? And sa given natin, again, siya yung nasa labas ng parallel lines. So, as you can see, dun sa blue part, dun tayo kukuha sa mga yan. Sa 1, 2, 7, and 8, pairs man siya, dun lang tayo magpo-focus dahil tayo ay nasa exterior angles. So, let's start with exterior angles. Can you name the exterior angles from the given? So, the exterior angles are angles 1, 2, 7, and 8. Next, meron din tayong same side exterior angles. Don't be confused. This time, tayo ay nasa exterior. So, sa exterior lang tayo titingin. But, again, they must be on the same side. Right of the transversal and left of the transversal. Pair of right and pair of left. So let's start with angle 1 and angle 7. Let us check if angle 1 and angle 7 are exterior angles. So angle 1 and angle 7 are exterior angles, correct? Next, are angle 1 and angle 7 lying on the same side of the transversal? So correct. Angle 1 and angle 7 lie on the left side of the transversal, meaning they are on the same side of the transversal. So they are same side exterior angles. So aside from angle 1 and angle 7, what else can you see that is a same side exterior angle, or a pair of same side exterior angle? So angle 2 and angle 8. Very good. So if we have same side exterior angles, we also have here the alternate exterior angles. So again, we're still on the exterior, so we will look for the exterior angles only. But this time, we have alternate. So one from the left, one from the right. And one must be from the other line A and one from line B, or that pair of lines that are parallel. So alternate. So let's have angle 1 and angle 8. Angle 1 and 8 are exterior angles, correct? Angle 1 is on the left side, angle 8 is on the right side. So they are alternate. Very good. And another is angle 2 and angle 7. So correct. So those are the exterior angles. So we are clear with interior angles and exterior angles. Now let us proceed with corresponding angles. When we say corresponding angles, this is a pair of non-adjacent, meaning hindi sila magkatabi. So one must be interior and one must be exterior, lying on the same side of the transversal. So again, we have pairs. Pair na isang interior, isang exterior, hindi dapat sila magkatabi. They must be non-adjacent and they must lie on the same side of the transversal. So let us have angle 1 and angle 5. Let us check. Angle 1 and angle 5 are non-adjacent. Hindi sila magkatabi. So check siya doon. Next, angle 1 is exterior. Angle 5 is interior. So check siya doon. Next, angle 1 is on the left side of the transversal and angle 5 is also on the left side of the transversal. So check din siya dun sa condition na they must lie on the same side of the transversal. So angle 1 and angle 5 is a pair of corresponding angle. So aside from angle 1 and angle 5, can you name corresponding angles from the given figure? So we have angle 3 and angle 7, correct? We have angle 2 and angle 6, correct? And then, last one is angle 4 and angle 8. So again, corresponding angle is a pair of non-adjacent. One must be interior, one must be exterior, lying on the same side of transversal. So, hindi magkatabi, isang interior, isang exterior, na nasa iisang side ng transversal. So, those are the conditions para matawag natin siyang corresponding angles. Next, let us proceed with vertical angles. Pag sinabi nating vertical angles, these are pair of angles with common vertex and are opposite to each other. So, dito sa vertical angles, makukuha natin siya kahit sa two lines or intersecting lines lang. kahit dalawang line lang siya nag-intersect, makakakuha na tayo ng vertical angles. Kasi, ang sabi dito, kailangan common yung vertex nila. Meaning, iisa yung, dun sa point of intersection nila, yun yung magiging common vertex nila. At dapat sila ay opposite to each other. So, ang example niyan is angle 1 and angle 4. Angle 1 and angle 4 are opposite. Angle 1 and angle 4 have the same vertex or common vertex. Yun yung point of intersection. Ito yun, point of intersection nung line M and line A. So, another example is 2 and 3. They are opposite and they have common vertex. So, check. Next, we have 5 and 8. They are opposite and they have common vertex. And then 6 and 7. So, those are the vertical angles. Now that all the relationship of angles or angles formed by parallel lines cut by a transversal were already discussed, let's have examples. So, let's say this is the given. So, when you are answering, be careful with the numbering. So, minsan nababago yung position niya. So, as you can see dito, nabago yung position ng numbers. But, still, we have 8 angles formed when parallel lines are cut by transversal. So, let's start with same side interior angles. Can you name same side interior angles from the given figure? So, we have 2 pairs. First pair is 2 and 5. And another pair is 4 and 7. My question, ma'am, pwede pong magkabaliktad sila ng pair? No. Kung magkakabaliktad sila ng pair, halimbawa si 2 ay na-pair kay 7, then they are not lying on the same side. So, iba na yung relationship nila. Hindi na sila same side angles, same side interior. So, you must be careful kung ano yung tanong. Same side ba siya or alternate ba siya? Interior ba siya or exterior? Next, same side exterior. So, same side pa rin tayo, pero exterior this time. So, we have 1 and 6 and 3 and 8. Next, alternate naman tayo. Alternate interior. So, interior tayo, sa loob pa rin tayo titingin, pero alternate na. We have 2 and 7 and 4 and 5. Next, alternate exterior. We have 1 and 8 and 3 and 6. And last part is the vertical angles. Vertical angles, again, these are angles that has common vertex and they are opposite to each other. So, dito sa given natin, 1 and 4 are vertical angles. 2 and 3 is a pair of vertical angle. 5 and 8, and then 6 and 7. Again, hindi pwedeng maiba yung ka-pair nila kasi they will not be vertical angles or angle. Next is corresponding angle. When we say corresponding angle again, this is a pair of non-adjacent, hindi magkatabi, one interior, one exterior, and they must lie on the same side of the transversal. So, let us have 1 and 5. Next, 2 and 6. Next, 3 and 7. And last is 4 and 8. Or angle 4 and angle 8. So, dahil maliwanag na sa atin yung relationship ng angles formed by parallel lines cut by transversal, let's proceed with special angles relationship when the lines are parallel. So, ano ba yung i-discuss natin dito? Let's have this first. Dun sa binanggit ko kanina, ang sabi, special angles relationship when the lines are parallel. So, which do you think between A and B ay applicable yung topic natin? Is it applicable to A, to B, to both A and B, or none of them? So, very good. Yung B, hindi applicable sa kanya yung topic natin kasi nasa measurement na tayo. So, dun lang tayo sa special angles relationship when the lines are parallel. Since sa letter B, the red lines are non-parallel lines, so hindi pwede sa kanya i-apply to. This is only applicable for parallel lines. So, let us proceed with the given figure. So, dito pa rin sa given ko, meron tayong mga properties dyan. Ang sabi, sa number 1, alternate interior angles are congruent. So, kanina nag-identify tayo ng alternate interior angles. So, madali na natin masabi kung sino yung congruent sa isa't isa. Sige nga, magbigay nga ulit kayo ng pair ng alternate interior angle. Di ba si angle 3 and angle 6 is a pair of alternate interior? So, we can say, or we can write that angle 3 is congruent to angle 6. Meaning, they have the same measure. Aside from that, we also have angle 4 is congruent to angle 5. Reason, they are alternate interior angles. Next, number 2. Alternate exterior angles are congruent also. So, alternate exterior, find pairs of alternate exterior angles. So, we have angle 1 is congruent to angle 8, and angle 2 is congruent to angle 7. Again, if you will give the reason, why are they congruent? Because they are alternate exterior angles. Next, number 3. Corresponding angles are congruent. So, sino ba yung corresponding angles natin dyan? We have angle 1 and angle 5. So, angle 1 and angle 5 are congruent. Next, angle 2 is congruent to angle 6. Next, angle 3 is congruent to angle 7. And then, angle 4 is congruent to angle 8. Number 4, vertical angles are congruent. Angle 1 and angle 4 are congruent. Angle 2 is congruent to angle 3. Angle 5 is congruent to angle 8. Angle 6 is congruent to angle 7. Reason, they are vertical angles. Next, number 5, same side interior angles are supplementary. Last week, we discussed about supplementary and complementary angles. When we say supplementary, the sum of the angles are 100, or the sum of the angles is 180 degree, while complementary, the sum of the angle is 90. So again, same side interior angles are supplementary. Meaning, if you add same side interior angles, they must be equal to 180. So, ano ba yung same side interior natin dito? Diba ay si 3 at saka si 5. So, angle 3 plus angle 5 is equal to 180. Next, aside from 3 and 5, we also have angle 4 plus angle 6 is equal to 180. Mamaya magagamit natin siya to get the measure of some angle. So, kailangan alam niyo yan. And last is number 6, same side exterior angles are also supplementary. So ano ba yung same side exterior natin? Angle 1 plus angle 7 is equal to 180. And angle 2 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 also. So again, sa properties ng angle formed when parallel lines are cut by a transversal, most of them are congruent. Sino lang yung naibasa nila? Remember yung word na same side. Pag may sinabing same side at hinihingi yung measure, alam nyo na yung same pair niya, then equal nyo siya sa 180 to get the measure of the missing angle. So let's have example. So halimbawa yung given ko is ganito. Nakalagay, if angle 1 is 100, then what is the measure of angle 4? Ano kaya ang measure ni angle 4? Ito yung parts na kahit hindi tayo gumamit ng protractor to measure angles, makukuha natin siya batay lang dun sa given natin at dun sa mga properties na pwede nating i-reason out. So, ang sagot dito, angle 4 is 100 degree, or the measure of angle 4 is also 100 degree. Why? Because angle 1 and angle 4 is a pair of vertical angles. At ang sabi kanina sa ating properties, vertical angles are congruent, meaning they have the same measure. So we can write that angle 4 is 100 degree. Next, if angle 4 is 100, then what is the measure of angle 8? So paano ba tayo nagkukuha agad ng measure? Kung meron kang ganan, isipin mo yung dalawang angle na given, kung ano muna yung relationship nila. Look at angle 4 kasi siya yung given, and angle 8. Ano ba yung relationship ni angle 4 and angle 8? Is it a pair of interior, same side interior? It is a pair of same side exterior? Is it vertical angles or is it corresponding angles? So angle 4, tingnan niyo yung position ni angle 4, siya ay interior. Si angle 8, exterior. And they are lying on the same side of the transversal, meaning they are corresponding angles. At ang sabi sa corresponding angles are congruent, meaning kung si angle 4 is 100, angle 8 is also 100. Ang reason natin again, because they are corresponding angles. Nandun lang siya sa properties. Next, kung si angle 8 is 100, what is the measure of angle 5? Yan, pwede nating sabihin na angle 5 is also 100. Ang reason natin, they are vertical angles. Pwede na yon. Next, if angle 4 is 100, then what is the measure of angle 7? Again, if angle 4 is 100, then what is the measure of angle 7? So again, first step is to identify the relationship of the two angles. Angle 4 and angle 7 is a pair of same side interior angles. At kanina dun sa properties, binanggit ko na kapag merong same side, meaning hindi sila congruent. But they are supplementary. Meaning, pag pinag-add mo si angle 4 at angle 7, then equal siya dapat sa 180 degree. By using substitution, si angle 4 pwede nating palitan ng 100 kasi given na siya dyan. Then, sa angle 8, siya yung nawawala natin, is equal to 180. Measure of angle 8 is equal to 180 minus 100. Combine like terms. So, measure of angle 8 is equal to 180 minus 100 is 80 degree. So, ang sukat daw ni angle 7 is 80 degree. So, kung si angle 7 is 80 degree, then, what is the measure of angle 6? Again, you can first identify their relationship. Angle 7 and angle 6 is a pair of vertical angle. At vertical angles are congruent. Therefore, kung si 7 is 80, si 6 is also 80 degree. Next, if angle 6 is 80 degree, what is the measure of angle 2? Again, angle 6 and angle 2 is a pair of corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are congruent. Then, angle 2 is also 80 degree. And if angle 2 is 80, angle 3 is also 80 because they are vertical angles. So, that is the process in solving the measure of the angles formed when parallel lines are cut by a transversal. So, again, this is applicable if the given is like this. If we have one given halimbawa, and then all you have to do is find all the remaining angle measures. But if merong ibang given, let's say, for our next example, you have to compute over and over again. Just like what's on your module. Ito yung given similar to your module. So, if angle 2 is 40 degree, then what is the measure of angle 6? Again, identify their relationship. 2 and 6 is a pair of corresponding angles, meaning they are congruent. So, angle 6 is also 40 degree. Next. So, yung given nyo sa 1 or yung answer nyo sa 1, i-disregard nyo na siya. Number 2, if angle 1 is 100, again, they are not connected. 1 and 2 and the rest are not connected. Number 2, another given na siya. If the measure of angle 1 is 120, then what is the measure of angle 8? 1 and 8 are alternate exterior angles. So, alternate meaning they are congruent also. So, angle 8 is 120. Next, number 3. So, disregard ulit yung given natin kanina. Hindi katulad nung unang example natin na they are continuous or the solving is continuous dahil isa lang yung given natin and what is asked is to find all the remaining angles. Dito kasi may isang given, so bawat number, so you have to find kung ano yung hinahanap na angle or measure nung hinahanap na angle. So, number 3. If the measure of angle 4 is 50, then what is the measure of angle 5? Tingnan again yung relationship nila. 4 and 5 are alternate interior angles. So, alternate, congruent pa din yun. Then, angle 5 is 50. Next, number 4. If angle 3 is 45, then what is the measure of angle 5? Tingnan niyo ulit yung relationship. 3 and 5 ay same side interior angles. So, nakarinig ka again ng same side, meaning they are not congruent. They are supplementary. So, ipag-a-add mo yung angle, then i-equate mo sa 180. So, the answer is 135. So, paano natin nakuha yun ulit? So, we have measure of angle 3 plus measure of angle 5 is 180. By using substitution, yung angle 3 pinalitan natin ng 45 kasi given na 45 daw siya. And then, combining like terms, so 180 minus 45 is 135. So the measure of angle 5 is 135 degrees. Next, number 5. If the measure of angle 3 is equal to 3x and measure of angle 6 is equal to 90, what is x? So, tingnan nyo ulit ang relationship. 3 and 6. Angle 3 and 6 ay alternate interior. So, alternate, meaning they are congruent. Kaya lang, paano natin malalaman? Meron tayong variable, meaning meron tayong unknown. So, to get that, we have to equate yung dalawa. Kasi ang sabi natin, congruent, equal sila. Pareha sila ng sukat. So, angle 3 is equal to angle 5. Next, by using substitution, papalitan mo ngayon yung measure of angle 3 at measure ng angle 5 kung ano yung measure na sinabi dun sa given. So, meaning, magiging 3x is equal to 90. And, dividing both sides by 3, we have x is equal to 90 divided by 3 is 30 degree. So, ang measure daw ang x daw natin ay 30 degree. So, ano yung measure ngayon ni angle 3 kung si x ay 30? So, 30 times 3 is equal to 90. So, measure of angle 3 is 90. Measure of angle 6 is also 90. So, tama na angle 3 is 90, angle 6 is 90. They are congruent because they are alternate interior angles. Next, number 6. If the measure of angle 2 is 5x plus 15 and the measure of angle 8 is 3x plus 5, then what is x? Find the relationship of 2 and 8. Angle 2 and angle 8 is a pair of same side exterior. So, may narinig kayong same side. Meaning, ipag-a-add sila, i-equate sa 180. Next, by using substitution, ipalit niyo yung kung ano yung measure na given dun sa problem. Sa angle 2 daw ay 5x plus 15. Plus, sa angle 8 daw is 3x plus 5 is equal to 180. Next, dito, hindi ko siya idediretsyong combine like terms agad. Pwede ko munang pagtabihin kung nalilito kayo on how to add like terms or sino yung pagsasamahin natin. Pagtabihin ko muna yung like terms. So, magkatabi na yung dalawang may x or yung may variable, magkatabi yung dalawang constant, tapos yung 180 na dun pa rin sa dulo. Next, sino ba yung like terms dito? Diba si 5 at saka si 3? Wala akong binagong sign dahil hindi naman siya lumipat ng equal sign or hindi siya nag-transpose. Nasa kaliwa pa rin sila ng equal sign, meaning nagpalit lang sila ng position. So, 5x plus 3x is 8x. 15 plus 5 is 20 is equal to 180. And then, tingnan nyo kung sino ulit yung like terms dyan. Yung unang term natin ay monomial siya na may variable or meaning merong variable. Yung 20, constant lang siya. Yung 80, constant din. Meaning, si 180 at saka si 20 yung dapat magkasama kasi they are like terms. They are both constant. Kaya, si 8x ay may iwan dyan. Si positive 20 or si plus 20 ay magta-transpose papunta sa kabila. So, magiging minus 20. And then, solve. 8x is equal to 160. Dividing both sides by 8 para mawala yung kasama ni x or maging 1 na lang, x is equal to 20. So, ibig sabihin, si x daw dyan ay 20. Kung kukunin mo yung measure pa ni angle 2 and angle 8, you have to substitute x or you have to substitute 20 dun sa mga x natin to get kung ano yung exact measure nila. So, yun na lahat-lahat ay number 7. Last one. Sorry. If measure of angle 3 is 5x minus 32 and measure of angle 6 is 3x, what is x? So, si 3 and angle 3 and angle 6, they are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior meaning congruent sila. Hindi mo sila i-equate sa 180. So, kung congruent sila, i-equal mo sila sa isa't isa. And then, by using substitution, palitan mo yung angle 3 kung ano yung given sa problem mo. At sa angle 6 na 3x daw, ipalit mo dun sa position niya. Next, yung process dito, combining like terms na lang. So, ang gagawin ko, si 5 ang ililipat ko, yung may x. So, kung positive siya doon, nilagay ko siya doon sa kabilang side, so magiging negative siya dahil nag-transpose siya. And then, combine like terms, 3x minus 5x is negative 2x, dividing both sides by negative 2. So, dun sa kabila is x na lang matitira. Negative 32 divided by negative 2, x is equal to 16. Or, symmetric property, baliktarin lang natin, x is equal to 16. So, that is the value of x for our last example. So, again, mahalaga na sa ulo natin yung mga properties para hindi tayo maligaw kapag nagsosolve tayo ng measure. So, again, alternate interior, alternate exterior, corresponding and vertical angles, yung pair na yon ay congruent. While yung same side interior and same side exterior ay parehas silang supplementary. So, ipag-a-add mo, equal mo siya sa 180. So, that would be our discussion for week 3. Kung meron kayong question, you can comment lang. Thank you.